of 6 days online STTP sponsored by AICTE, conducted by Excel Engineering College, Department of ECE. So the final topic is to be handled by Mr. Manimaran Asaitambi, Assistant Manager, VI Solutions, Bangalore. The topic is Introduction to 5G Networks, NI Communication Shoot with GNU Radio Companion, NIUSRD and NIUSRD as FDR. Thank you. Thanks a lot for joining the session. So let all the participants ask your friends if you are not joined. So let us start the session. Sir, Asit, sir, Mr. Manimaran Asitambi, sir, will we start the session?
Yes, ma'am, we can start, no problem.
Okay, sir, thank you. So session is the stage is yours. You can proceed, sir. Thank you. வாழ்க வளமுடன் நன்றி.
Thank you. Very good afternoon to all. So here, I think I just want to have both of my presentations so that I can help you out for today's session. The last session is how USRP can be programmed and deployed, and what are the SDR applications. Because in the morning session we have seen what is SDR, how SDR can be programmed. So those contents what we have seen. So now we will see about what are the applications there, how we can use it for your regular class activities, even for a few things we have discussed, which is our we used it as spectrum analyzers also. So we have generated signals and we try to check it whether it falls in within the range or what. So now if you see in this, the last session will be on what are the applications that we can use for it and what are the modules we can take. But I just want to share my screen. It is the same presentations which we saw on Thursday. So here, if you see in it, so now we have this 5G presentations what we have seen. But one thing where I want to show you where this USRP comes in here. So this is a place where USRP comes and we work on it. So here we have seen only this top item which is there on the top. The below one is a programmable one, FPGA, and these modules also are programmable modules. So here, this is a communication design suite which we worked on now so far. So here, if you see, yeah, this one which I want to show you here. So if you see, there are different types of USRPs we have here, right? So morning, whatever we are discussing about this one, 292X series. So this 292X series, whatever we have, we write a code or program. We try to make one small single applications. We'll try to do that. So here, if you see in this, with the help of different USRPs with different daughter boards, we can work on a different bandwidth applications. So here in this, if you see, these are different types of USRPs where we can program and use with it. So here morning I was telling you about USRP RT, right? Standalone device. So this module 292X series does not have any FPGA in it for programming purpose. The FPGA what we have inside is already pre-programmed for the ADC and DAC purpose only. So whereas here this USRP FPGAs can be reprogrammable for the processing part. Whereas here this standalone SDR and RT SDR can act as a standalone system. There is no computer required. For other systems, we need a computer to be there for programming. Whereas for this, we don't want anything. So this itself will act as a computer, and we deploy a code once and it will work as it is. So it remains the same way how you work on any embedded modules. The same way you write a program and you try to deploy over there. So Lavi will generate a bit file. So that bit file will be deployed along with this for the USRP applications here. So now, whatever we saw so far here in this here is, here now with the applications, what we are discussing is, see these modules, whatever we have is 2920 or 2921, 2922 does not have any GPS antenna for the GPS clock synchronization purposes. So if you are planning to work on a GPS clock synchronizations, then you need to go for a module with 29303132 or 4x or 5x systems, because those models comes with a USRP GPS clock synchronization terminals. That also where you have an antenna where you can use it. And whereas here modules comes with a these modules comes with an Ethernet where we can go with the USB based modules also. So when we are working with the USB based modules, we can work on a more number of range. For example, there's a frequency based USB based application USRP comes with 70 megahertz to 6 gigahertz. So if you are to working on any radar applications also, still you can use that modules for your now when we go on the communication suite bundle. So I'll try to open that. uh, so doc lavi projects I just saved, right? I'm just opening a lavi NXG project communication suite, so that I can show you what all the options that you can have, how exactly you can make a code, how exactly you can use for your applications. We will see them. So give me 2 minutes, let it open, then we'll see. Uh, has anyone worked on USRP any before, any time before, or any of your college has USRP with you? Anybody is working on USRP? No. Yes to do so, sir. Okay. So Excel has get to do so, sir. Okay. So Excel has a USRP with you guys. Anna University 7th semester, right? Communication, advanced communications lab. You have the same number of the same hardware which you want to use it over there, where you have a lot of applications. Whatever I shown you, AM, FM, or different modulation technique schemes also it is there in that. Okay, fine. So then probably I think after yes, ma'am. Tell me, ma'am. Ma'am, can you unmute and talk?
So no problem, sir. That's all, sir.
Okay, fine. Okay.
Thank
Yeah, yeah. So here we got it open. For learning programming basics, modulation toolkit. Mm, okay, 1 minute. Mm. Huh. So if you see here, so here we have a FM transmitter, FSK transmitter, and I have an FSK receiver. So here we have QAM. So what I'll do is I'll just open this QAM, transmitter and receiver. So here, yeah, I'll just open this PSK. So if you see, this is PSK transmitter. So in this, hardware input output, USRP, modulation tool here. Okay. So this is almost seems to be the same. Even the appearance also, it will be easy for you to do. So I'll just open transmitter, PSK transmitter. So if you see here, so here which device I have, so that device I got it there, and which antenna. So enabled channel 0. Where we'll have this enabled channel is sometimes we will have this RF channel 0 as well as RF channel 1, which means in a single device we will be having multiple RF channels. So for example, if you see here, I'll just go to NI USRP 2900. So do you see here this hardware 2901 we have as a 2 channel, whereas 2900 will have only one channel in it. Yeah. So do you see here NA USRP 2900 has 70 megahertz to 6 gigahertz. This is also a USRP. This is also in USRP, which is a very smaller USRP. So this USRP also can works within the range of our 2920. But the problem here will be we'll have limited number of channels, and in this your bandwidth will be very limited, and you cannot work on a higher rating when compared to gigabit Ethernet, because you will be working on an USB here. With what you have will be very less when compared to there. So here also you have a different varieties you have, and the cost is somewhere 89,000. So you have it the same 2901 we have NI USRP 2901. So if you see in it, this is also the same, USRP, but it will have two channels. Whereas now you have two, which means now I have a two transmitter antenna and I have a two receiver antenna. So if you want to plan for multiple transmissions of your data, so if you want to communicate on different elements or the same data, or you need to get a more band. So this will help you out for a more coverage or wider spectral coverage you can use with this particular module 2901. So whereas 2900 you cannot go with it because this has only one channel. So RF channel 0. That's the reason if you see in that in coding part they have mentioned enabled channel 0 you need to use. So if I'm using you need to use. So if I'm using channel 0, then I'll be using only 1, then I'll be using RF channel 1. So if I say RF 0, 1, then what will happen here is I'll be using both the channels. So here again the carrier frequency, your transmitter gain, and here you can work on BPSK, QPSK, enable or you can disable. So this particular, so different quadrature PSK1. So this, if you enable or disable, then you can enable and disable over there of the particular modulation scheme. It's all available in a single icon. It is all available in a single icon. For example, if I run the transmitter, okay. So I think this diagram part which they used for multiple channels they use for it, they need to use for the single channel, but still it remains the same. Coding part is same. So open session, configure session, here USRP write close. So here